Hello and welcome. We are discussing PYQs of number system and the theme is order of term. We have done few problems already. Let's talk about this next case. It says x and y are natural numbers. Natural numbers are the numbers that starts from 1, and we can say all counting numbers that starts from 1 till infinity other than 1. Now x cannot take 1 as a value and y also cannot take 1 as a value. Next, y is greater than x. So we have to assume a value for y which is greater than x. At the same time, it should be natural. So let's say y is equals to 3 and x should be less than y. So let's say x is 2. Okay, next, although y can take any natural number as a value, so out of those many values I considered y to be equal to 3 and x to be equal to 2. Next statement is, which of the following represents the largest number? So out of these four options we have to figure out which one gonna be the largest option. Okay, so let's talk about this option A first. In this case, value of x is 2, value of y is 3. So first option, which is x into y, becomes 2 into 3, which is 6. Second option, x upon y. X is 2, y is 3. 2 when divided by 3, answer is approximately equal to 0.6. Next is y upon x. Y is 3, x is 2. Y is 3, x is 2. So 3 upon 2 is what? 1.5. Final is x plus y. X plus y meaningly 3 plus 2. 2 plus 3. Y is 3, x is 2 upon x into y, which means 2 into 3. So it comes out to be equal to 5 upon 6, which is 0.83 approximately. Okay, so out of 6, 0.6 and 0.83, which one is the largest? 6 is the largest and option A is the right. I hope guys you have understood it. Let's move on. Now, next is, if the numerator and denominator of a proper fraction. Now, what do we mean by proper fraction? A fraction in which numerator is less than denominator is called proper fraction. For example, 5 upon 7. In this case, 5 is your numerator and 7 is your denominator. We know 5 is less than 7. So I can see numerator is less than denominator. Hence, this 5 by 7 is what kind of fraction? It is a proper fraction. Let's move on. Now, the numerator and denominator of a proper fractions are increased by the same positive quantity. Increased by the same positive quantity which is greater than 0. Then the resulting fraction will be less or greater or equal to, or nothing can be claimed. So let's try to solve this question with the help of an assumption. Or you can remember one. If you, let's say A upon B is a, you can remember this thing, is a proper fraction. Suppose A upon B is a proper fraction, which means A is less than B. So in a proper fraction, if you add same quantity to numerator as well as denominator, then this resultant will always be greater than the original fraction. this resultant will always be greater than the original fraction. Or from the numerator and denominator you subtract same quantity. Then the resultant fraction will be less than the original fraction. Now remember, this case should be greater than 0. This case should be greater than 0. Let's verify this thing. So if you know this concept, so you can see option B gonna be the right choice, always greater than the original fraction. Let's verify this thing with the help of an example. Let's talk about 2 by 3. What kind of fraction 2 by 3 is? Proper fraction. Because numerator is 2, denominator is 3. Your numerator is less than denominator, hence 2 by 3 is what? Proper fraction. Now if I add same quantity to numerator, or just a second, same quantity to numerator as well as to denominator. I have added 5 to numerator as well as 5 to denominator. 2 by 3 as it is, this fraction becomes 7 by 8. This fraction becomes 7 by 8. And if you solve this, 7 by 8 is what? It is approximately 0.875. If you solve this, it is equals to 0.875. Okay. If you solve this 2 by 3, it is what? It is 0.66 something. So out of 0.66 and 0.875, which one is greater? 0.875 is greater, which means 7 by 8 is the larger value as compared to 2 by 3, which means if we add same quantity to numerator and denominator to a proper fraction, then the resultant fraction will always be greater than the original fraction. Hence, the answer of this question is option B. So I hope guys you have understood it. We'll meet you in the next video. Till then, please take care, be with us. Bye bye and thank you.